Alright, this is going to be my first Instructable. I'm going to make a screen stretcher for screen printing. I got some 1x2s. I got 3 of those 8-foot strips for, $1 a piece. Home Depot cut them down to 28 inches a piece for me. They did that for free. The big piece of plywood that you see here, they had in the scrap bin. It was 81 cents, or I'm sorry, 51 cents. You can find all kinds of stuff in the scrap bin, so I urge you to look there first. Got some Gorilla Glue. You don't have to use Gorilla Glue. You can use wood glue. Some screws. I got various eye bolts. Or those are just eye screws, little lags. And then I've got some rubber tape. I'm going to be a little elaborate. Spend a couple more bucks on that. So I'm at about $18 once it's all said and done. But anyway, I'm going to start putting it together, and I'll take it step by step and video as I go, take some pictures, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so what I've done here is I basically cut some of my little smaller pieces of wood and made little feet, and I've sandwiched in the piece of plywood. I put a side strip here, drilled a hole for each screw, and went basically all the way through to the feet, and I put Gorilla Glue on all the wood. Okay, what I've done here is I've basically glued my rubber stripping, my rubber tape, onto the 28-inch pieces of 1x2. I did that all the way around. Those are basically going to keep my screen from sliding through when I clamp these pieces shut. I put some eye bolts in 2 of the pieces. Those 2 pieces, one's going to go on that side and one's going to go on this side. Oh, one more thing we're going to use wire hanger, basically just to wrap in between these eye bolts, and we'll put a little twist in the middle where you could either hook on a turnbuckle or you could hook on your straps, however you want to use it. But anyway, we'll come back and see what it looks like. Okay, so essentially what I did was put a few more feet on this thing. Put a little eye bolt here, little turnbuckle. I used a wire hanger. These are my clamps. I put the clamps on my homemade brackets here. And I used a regular t-shirt to stretch out. I mean, that's obviously not going to give you any kind of tension compared to a regular screen. Now here I just threw these clamps on because I am using a t-shirt. I didn't need C-clamps. My C-clamps wouldn't fit because I didn't have enough room when I added the plywood to it. So I'm going to have to get bigger C-clamps. I'm probably going to have to throw some little feet on here to lift it up a little higher so my clamps will fit underneath it. But other than that, it works pretty good. It's my little homemade stretcher. You see I had to add that little board extension, so I give my turnbuckle room. That little piece of scrap plywood wasn't big enough. But that allows me to do a pretty good sized screen. Here's the shop. Here's our regular screens. These are pretty good size. There's press. So it will get good use. We'll be able to do our own screens now. Homemade. I wanted to try and keep it cheap, but I don't think it's going to work out like that. These little clamps here, these C-clamps run about $2 a piece. And as you can see, I've got 3 on each one. That's, 12 clamps. Right there you're looking at $24 just in clamps. I mean, you know, you see different size stuff, you see different types of screen stretchers people make with hangers and stuff like that. I needed something a little bigger, something I could put a little more tension on. I've got other uses for it as well. But anyway, that's my Instructable.